My vote is for the gym. It seems like the best option. That's that one I was messing with. Because ultimately, it's already a big building, and I don't have to mess with it. Well, I mean, I do have to mess with it, but less so than the other places. Because it is just an empty building. So, and it already has a parking lot and everything built into it, and it just looks the way it should. So as much as I don't want a huge empty building, I think it is probably the better option, and I can build a second floor if need be. We gotta figure it out. The old gym closed down, now they built a hookah lounge in its place. You know what? You know what? Not a bad idea. And I mean, it's just, it's less work. I love when you talk sense into me, Quincy. This is why I need you guys sometimes, because I'm just out here, I'm just doing stuff. All right, what do you do? Level skip marker, don't know what that means, but we're not touching it, we're gonna leave it there. I could add a second floor. I don't know if I need that thing. The lights in here is crazy. There's enough room for everything. And I can build a basement if I really want to. Yeah, you're not wrong at all. And there's enough going on with the outside that we can still make it a little more rustic whimsical, and I don't have to change the building, really. At all. If I felt ambitious, I would add like a back patio or something, but I don't. I feel like maybe, yeah, let's gut it and then address. I like to kind of get the outside put up a little bit, as far as I should do walls and everything first, but it gives, I don't know, I feel like it gives me a vibe. I'm gonna leave that. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we have a whole gym, bathroom, locker room situation down here. We can work with that. I think we could probably make it slightly smaller here and put the toilets in these areas or something instead of what is happening here. But this is fine. I'm not going to argue with it. And honestly, am I going to be in the bathroom that much? No. Because if you aren't feeling the wall situation, you just move on to something else. Yeah, exactly. But we got to get rid of all this shit. I never go to the gym in this sense. Well, I mean, sometimes we do, like when we're in the criminal career, but I don't have anybody right now who really needs it. It's just the floor. Yep, that's just the floor. And we can get rid of that. It is, it's the perfect big empty open space. It really is. Mirrors, well, I do want to utilize these mirrors. I do know that I'd like to have a big general open space and some smaller, more quiet spaces that I could potentially like really squeeze some furniture into, or make the one sectional piece that we found and really just kind of, I wanted to just be cozy, chill. Yeah, exactly. If we could have a big general space, but then some options for small space. It doesn't have to be like 50 small rooms or anything. Sim 3 does love to do that in their venues. They just have like random, like super random, like empty spaces and chill spots. I'm like, what do you even do in this room? There's one club in the other town where they built this crazy looking glass fence thing around it, but there is a door to get into it, and it's like one tile and you walk through it, but I'm like, why did we do that? I think it's cool, but why did we do it? Yeah, the wall off the bump outs, that's probably the best. I'm gonna leave these lights because this is perfectly lit. There's already mirrors in this one too. Oh. Not walls. I feel like this room is gonna be a little on the small side, but... Oh, do you not like that there's a light there, or what's your deal? Nope, stop doing that. I like about that. Oh, is that a fence or something there? What is happening there? Oh, it fucking is. Okay, that's what the deal is. I could barely see that. I thought it was just a rug. Sometimes when you don't have a rug, you just make a rug out of... You don't grab that pixel, right? Okay. There we go. I'll just put some walls up on, like, the natural spots it looks like it wants to put them, and then we'll go from there. I think I did it out one tile more than I should have. Now, you know I always gotta maybe give it a try and see if it likes to have a little bit of a rounded corner. It probably doesn't. It's probably not great. I do, however, like the idea of putting archways in for no reason. And that's usually why I end up doing that. So just give you boys a second. That's huge, but we can make it smaller. We can make it very smaller. I think I went out one tile too many, but I don't hate it being flush up against the door like that. Yeah, curtained archways, exactly. Okay, so this here is the downstairs. So we have door area, random space. These half walls can go. I just left it there to see if I could use them. So I wonder, maybe, I like the idea. Obviously we need bubble blowers. We need the bar situation, maybe. Potentially dance floor. It just seems like not it. Yeah, that's where you pay. That you gotta go in and have the, that's the only reasonable use I can see for that space, actually. The only reasonable use for that. Conversations pits for this public space hookahs. Yeah. Okay, so that can stay. The wall, whether or not it's gonna stay, is a different story. I might just put a countertop up and call it a day with that. And just replace the half wall. Feels a little weird. Okay, so I have one tiny room. Let's just see. Can you do platforms in Sims 3? We can, I believe. They are a tad bit picky at times, but we can. I'm gonna just wall this out like a normal person real quick and see what it does. Just want to make it slightly smaller and then see if it looks crazy. There we go. I feel like that was huge, but is that the worst thing? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles, I guess. And then that just... Maybe start with a bigger room and then make it smaller? Yeah. Let's just... I don't know, we're gonna find out. They do... I think they're like 4 tiles? I like the smaller room, honestly. Hold on, we gotta grab it. We gotta find it. Please go away. Why am I in electronics? Why did we click too early? Yeah, these are 4. So we got these, and then I'm gonna just stick some chairs on it so that we can do that. You wanna try making another hookah lounge? Do it. Do it. Bar stools? Yeah, we need bar stools. Let's just... We don't need to have the bar stools, but this is what we're looking at. If all of them are gonna have 4 chairs. The last one I did was in that super weird warehouse in oh god. I love my like warehouse district in Windenburg. I love that area. I love building a little warehouse one. We're gonna take out this. I am gonna look at it up here. So I guess too, my other option would be we could create a space here that's another room, and the private rooms could be closed together, or we could wall off a corner here. Since this space isn't really being used for much, maybe if we just add another room on the opposite side, but I feel like that looks fucking weird structurally and doesn't make any sense. The smaller room is probably fine for that. Yeah, just having the one, you think? I also know that Sims, if you put more of something in there, they're just gonna ignore most of it. Yeah, I don't think I really like that it has all this glass on the side here, because I could make that work. And I mean, ideally, if you do go to a private room somewhere, they always take you to a different spot. If it were closer to the stairs, that's where I'd put it, but the building is not going to allow for that. BRB, let me just get rid of these tiny little fucking fences here right quick. Other side. Oh my god. You can grab it. This is the tiniest thing. And once you darken the floor, yeah. These floors are super fucking bright. And obviously we're gonna have moodier lighting. It's just, there's a lot going on here. Oh, I didn't notice that it did. Yeah, oh. Did somebody take the time to alternate this by hand in this whole building? Please tell me somebody didn't do that. RIP that person, because are you serious? Not this whole building. Oh, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. 7 months. Crazy. I appreciate you so much. How are you? I hope you're doing well. In a small space, I'll do it. Like, sometimes I get really crazy with the patterns because they'll have some that'll match up or they'll look better if you do them that way. If it's the whole room, it doesn't look good. But, like, when you alternate them, then it looks better. But not in a space this fucking big. Thank you. All right, yeah, we'll just for color continuity. God, I can't. That's gonna drive me nuts. You know what? If it looks good, you got to keep it going. You got to keep it going. Okay. Can we put a different? I'm gonna just put a random carpet swatch down here temporarily, just something to kind of get the. I think wood floors obviously better option. Jeez. Pre-made options we're gonna be hurting for a little bit here. I'm a big fan of this one. I use this one a lot. I don't know why. It also comes in just like long regular strips, and then it's got this one, but I feel like the checkerboard pattern works with this one. I fucking love it. Now, I am gonna have to create a stylet because it's a bit brighter than we would like. Now, who does what in here? Okay. I actually don't hate that color brown. For now. I feel like maybe I could go a little different with it, but for the time being, we're just gonna make it really simple. That's too much. I'm gonna make it really simple. I feel like a warmer swatch of wood would work a little bit better here than what I've got going on, but it's good to at least tone it down a little, then we can kind of see. Maybe checkerboard pattern is a bit much, maybe. Yeah, I love this stupid design tool so much, because a lot of the time when you don't have a good enough swatch, you just make something. We've got like there are some that I haven't really been able to use that have different sort of patterns that fit together. There's wall patterns that fit together too. But they're a little bit tricky and annoying to just put everywhere. Sims 4 is just all mismatched swatches. It really is, though. They're beautiful. A lot of the swatches are gorgeous, and I don't have a problem with them. But you gotta, at the very least, make it... Oh, it has to match what's in the pack. Jesus. My brain just kind of lagged for a second. Sorry. I'm gonna get rid of this TV. I think that's all. These windows will change. Now, we have this, so let's try to... Oh my god, yeah. The cottage pack and the horse ranch pack luckily work really, really well together. I find, too, their brick swatches are... No, the horse ranch cottage pack brick swatches. Out of, like, all of the floor and wall swatches in both of those packs are so good. I use them, like, everywhere. That's what I would do here. That's exactly what we'd be doing in here. All right, trying to visualize some kind of room. It's just mostly gonna be seating and quiet, and then maybe, I think if we did one of these in there in a quiet space. Hello? There we go. If we did it in like a quiet space like that, I'd probably do just a little two-seater right there. And then we have room for something else, and I think we could probably do the same thing here. Let's just see. We're trying to be organized. Trying is the key word. Whether or not we succeed is a totally different story. That's like right in the door, but this gives me more room for adding furniture around the corner, which is the important part for me about this space. So, just put this over here. God, this space is huge. Quincy, I'm glad you talked me into doing this lot. This was the lot that made the most sense, and the building that made the most sense. Okay, so... I don't want it to stick out too far, but this is just 2 tiles. Just gonna put a couple walls down and see what it does. Chuck, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you? Always good to have you. Now, if I was planning to use this as my door side, kind of problem. What if... Okay, let me just see what this looks like. Shit today, happy to be here. Oh, welcome in then. I am restless for no reason and I need something to do. This is giving me something to do, so feel free. We're building, I want to be able to make everything like really trippy and crazy looking a little bit. Oh, 2 archways is kind of a vibe. I agree. Let's see. While we're at it, speaking of, let's figure out what we have for archways, and that might make it a little easier to figure out what the door situation is gonna be. We've got you. There we go. I love a fucking archway. So I have this one, which is a little bit bigger than we need. This is like too big. She's an option. She does not fit on this long side, or this little like diagonal side though. Doesn't like it. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's fine. Same size and everything. I think that's pretty much what I'm going to be stuck with since I am committed to doing that. We've also got this sort of like bamboo situation, which is not very private. And I don't know if it's going to let me put curtains on the wall the way I do in Sims 4, but I'm for damn sure going to try. I need to try it at the very least and see if it will sort of All right, I'm committed to round one. So our round option is this massive thing and also the plain one. I think I want to say this fits the vibe a little bit better, but what if she's the backup for if the curtains don't work? They should. Put this here for a second. All right, big one? No. I think the plain one makes more sense if we're gonna go crazy with everything else. I also got these big ass things I can put on the wall somewhere. There are two that match, and they are a really good way to save space. So let's just put, where the fuck is the... Oh, okay. So it will just do that. Yeah, I think what I'll do is maybe bring this up a little bit and then put the doors this way. As I kind of don't like it where the public's coming through here and the view is just straight into this room, I think. The curtains work. Yeah, we gotta use that. That makes more sense. Let's just see what it does if I do that. It might look really bad, it might not. Okay, so it fits there, but I think it's also just conflicting with that wall. I don't have to have that diagonal wall. You guys know how I am, though. Yeah, that's huge. Okay, so, nope. If we just bring it all the way to the front of the building, we could... Oh, that's kind of rude though. Just, why not let me center it, boys? It's not the end of the world. It isn't, but I am still mad about it. I am still mad about it. Okay, so I have option for wall here. And that gives us 3 tiles across, or wall here. And shut the fuck up. Bigger room. All right, let's just see what happens. Yeah, Sims 4 finally was the one that gave us that. It's so beautiful. I will forgive the gates not being able to be centered for the fact that you will allow me to center doors and windows. And shit, that makes me happy. I'm fine with this. What does it say that I'm blocking here, or that I'm touching? Can't intersect all. Oh, you don't like the windows. That's fine. That, I didn't realize that was one big ass window. Oh my god, the gates are so... Because sometimes you ever been like building your lot and you've got the windows and the doors and everything aligned, and then when you go to like run the fence, the gate for whatever reason you can't get it to line up. Oh my god. Or when I'm building a pasture. Even though I know how fences are going to behave, there are still some times where it's like, yeah, this should work, and then you put it on there and it's like, no. I do appreciate the thing that it does when you you'll take a gate or a window, and if you put it on a diagonal space, it'll like shorten or lengthen to fit it. And it does actually look a little bit different. I do appreciate that. That is very, very helpful. And that has gotten me out of a bind so many times, because I'll just have like a weird space left over and I'm like, what's it gonna do? And it fits, and it's great. Hi, are you coming up? Tofu looks like he would like to join us. Thank you for your assistance, Quincy, I appreciate it. And this is what building and chilling is. We're helping each other out. Okay, it's me having an aversion to small hallways, is what it is. I do be building. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It gives you so much opportunity. Okay, so we could shorten this room up, which I think is maybe not a bad idea. We're gonna just draw a wall there and see what happens. Oh my god, have you just been having like Sims 4 running right there and you didn't, or not running, but like, well, yeah, do you have it running? Get in there and build something, Quincy. If you're inspired, build with me. Okay. So I think I like it better than having it bulge out that massively, because that was a bit much. This kind of feels better. However, it was in the background. Oh god. And we could maybe fit this back here in this corner. Take up that space, and then that doesn't really leave much space for furniture unless potentially I go with this. I do kind of like it parallel to the other one like that though. And I think what I'm gonna do, like if I leave this little bump out here, which I might, what I'm gonna do is definitely fill this space with some kind of decorative function, just a little 2-tile something or other. Oh, well, we gotta get this to work. I think this makes this room a little bit bigger. It's still, it's still not as big as this one, but it's just because I don't want to build a regular square space. I'm just gonna put it, yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this for now because I'm not hating it and I think it'll work. Smart move is probably to yeah, they're lined up. This one's being strange. If I take a Sulani house, oh god, I want to build in Sulani so bad. Do they have good lots other than just, you know, the ones that look cool because they have water? I don't think I've ever looked at the Sulani map that hard, and I've never had it. But it always seems like it would be fun. I don't have like a cool beach place to build or anything like that. I am gonna just kind of neutral out these doors and then we'll figure out what color they gotta be later. It's not really gonna matter because they're gonna be covered up with curtains. Love this swatch. It goes on everything. Man, EA, I wish I didn't like be butthurt with you all the time. Does she not like, what don't you like about this wall now? Listen, if you think I'm not just gonna manually make you the right color. There. I'm really jealous of the Enchanted by Nature lot. That one with that big ass tree. I'm so jealous of that lot. So jealous. Like, I would love to build there. What Moss was working on last night was really cool. I would love to download that and have a go at that. That was a gorgeous build. I don't know if he made that or not. He said, it said shell challenge, so I'm assuming. But oh my god, it was so beautiful. I loved that little like cave. I don't know if anybody was still awake enough for the raid last night, but it was gorgeous. Moss for Mask, everyone. Also lovely builder. Well, lovely designer, gameplay, all kinds of things. Yes. Yes. Since I can't do the diagonal building shapes, I think this is fine. It adds 2 little private spaces. We've got a lot of big space here. And bathroom we're gonna just deal with later. We gotta create a vibe though. That's gonna be the main thing. So what I do want to do is I need to go back into like live mode, I think, in order to save, or go to edit town mode. We're gonna save. While we do that, we're gonna go run and take a quick break. We've been building for a minute. Now that we have a venue, thank you very much, Quincy, for talking some sense into me and not allowing us to go down the nightmare path of me trying to change a building into a building that it's not. Thank you very much. All right, go grab yourself a snack, a drink, stretch out, whatever you gotta do, and we will return and get moving. And we can do the fun part, which is the decorating part. Welcome back. We've acquired a drink and we've acquired a Tofies. He's not up here quite yet. My roommate is rambling about something. I don't know what it is. He's just like talking from the living room, but I don't know if he's talking to me or not. So I'm gonna just do what I do. Let's get back into it. We're gonna have to rename this thing. I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it, no. We're calling it the Smoke Lounge. For the time being, we're gonna come up with a cool name for it. Why drink an elixir to lose the fat when you can just come over here and feel the burn? Sure. All right. You were so right. This is like, it's a perfect building to do this in. You're so correct. And this is why we love the community. The community knows what's up. You listen to the community. I appreciate it. I get so overwhelmed by the details. I need to just not. Okay, I do want to do something. We have these nice windows. I want to make floor-to-ceiling windows or like big, nice windows, but I am going to put a whole lot of curtains around it. I do like the idea that during the day you could probably open them up and really enjoy like the light, but I like these windows. However, I want to see what vision I can create with them. However, it does seem to make more sense to like not have them. Just not have windows. Let's see. I am gonna use some of these mirrors because I was gonna put these in here anyway. Is that one in the corner? One of them is not. There we go. Okay, could stop there. In this room, I might just put a window on the front side because I think like window into the parking lot is kind of weird. Or maybe that's just me. No, yeah, I think just the corner is fine. I like this front door, but also I don't. I feel like we could go with a different vibe. And since we have a huge space, we're gonna use it. You're converting a Sulani lot right now, thinking about a hookah lounge, night, swimming bar. Oh, that would be so nice, actually. That would be such a chill time. If this place had come with a pool, we would have been doing that too. I love that. That is a great idea. Like, I would probably go to that in person if I wasn't, like, socially defective. But that sounds like a really good time. Just something different that's not like a regular bar, you know? I like an activity. I like things. We have the sliding bookcase door. Whatever that one house was that we put down that had the really, really nice, the library downstairs. Oh, I didn't want to touch that. The minute we went down there, I was like, no, this is perfect. This is beautiful. I could build. It's just asking for the most gorgeous book nook, but Sims 3 gorgeous. This is not, she's not the one. However, I did see that it looks like they built that with extra windows too, so there's not even a door that exists that's big enough for this. And I don't have like an obscenely large door, so we can get crazy with it. Garage. Garage door, everyone. That's what we need. I do know specifically, I think I have windows that go with this. So I've got that one. Excuse me. Can everybody be a door? Thank you. And this one. I know they don't like it. Have I played Garage the game? I don't think so. I don't know if I've heard of Garage. Oh, bitch. The one in the middle, though. They're all bangers. For like, because I want to go like a little bit more fun, trippy with the patterns and stuff inside. Obviously, if I could, I'd have like a million different VIP booths. One day we're gonna build a strip club. One day. And then we can build different themed VIP rooms. Love it. But welcome in, Dirt Wizard. Good to have you. Ooh, Komarevi Sulani Fusion. Let me see. And big shout out to all of you gaming alongside me. Appreciate it. This is why I love a build and chill night. You can just like get some stuff done, chill, hang out. Yeah, the stained glass doors are nice, but we're not gonna do them. Oh, well, I just put that somewhere inside. Let's see. I'm vibing with the middle one a lot. So why don't we go with her? Oh, the bar blocks the door. Oh, I hate that. I hate when I'm trying to build a bar and I'm just trying to figure out like where to put it where it's not going to be in a walk space. Like no one wants to be just like, I don't know, maybe that's just what a bar is for. What pissed me off is like watching Bar Rescue and hearing John Taffer talk about like, yeah, we have this architecture called what it's like a butt bar or something where they intentionally build spaces that are really tiny and they'll put like a little space that you can set drinks on or like a drink rail to make the space smaller so that you have to like touch bodies as you go by. I hate that. I hate that. Oh my God. I am already like moving like a minefield when I'm in public and now I gotta worry about intentionally built spaces so that people can touch you. Weird. I get it. Most normal people go to bars and stuff probably for those types of interactions and that's not a place for me, but still. I'm bothered by that. All right, I'm keeping both of these out because I need to look for a front window and once we find like a front door, I always do the front door and then the windows around the house. Or do you guys do windows and then front door? Or do you just not care about which order they're in? I don't know why I do, I just do. Damn, I know I'm not gonna have the one I need. Oh. Yeah, you have to do them together because they have to match. Exactly. That's why if we don't have one that's gonna fit, I'm gonna have to change tactics here. Not you. I need something that's gonna kind of fit with these. And I like these doors because they match the archways. I'm pretty sure they all came from the same pack. Right? I feel like you kind of have to. There are some instances where I'll like a door so much, but again, another one of those things with Sims 4 is like certain things in the pack will be good and then you put like the windows with it or something and you're like, ugh, these windows are not great. They don't fit. And then you got to find something else that does. Super cool employee area. Oh, yeah. An employee only area to make the bar work. If not, people are going to be in and out. Wait, oh, I don't get to use this one ever. Do we have different swatches of you? You are lovely. I'm not gonna lie, they are not curved at the top. It doesn't like where I'm placing them, but it'll just have to deal with it for a second. It's not permanent. Well, hold on. So she's an option, mostly just because I am gonna change the outside a little bit. We're not gonna go full woodsy, but we're not gonna go full, I don't know, venue feeling. We kind of want to just in the middle. We just kind of took over this building a little bit. The Garage is a surreal 90s point and click, was kind of lost for a while, then got found and re-released. It really seems like your vibe. I'm gonna have to remember that. Dirt Wizard, I don't know if you're in the Discord at all, or if you're on Instagram. Feel free to send me that or post it there, and I will remember to look into it. It kind of sounds familiar now that you've described it, but I can't say offhand if I've seen it. But it's entirely possible. If you think it sounds like my vibe, it's entirely possible. I've just like come across it in my journeys to find games. And let's see. Well, could we? I know, listen. I know you don't like it, but we're doing this for visual purposes. I feel like the green ones work so well because I think I also have foliage that can go around the outside and around the front door that could cover up the hard edges and the curve here. I think that's it. I love these little hexagonal window things here. Love the stained glass. I just don't think it works. We're just gonna have to fiddle with it and find a place it likes to be. No, go back. I didn't need this. I didn't need to be in creative style. Yeah, I got these magic doors by a simmer called Abuko. I'll have to post a link to them. I really like them. I don't know. They work. I like a round shape. I can't help it. A round shape is fun. I feel like in this instance with these, the double lines is gonna be the way to go here. So why don't we scoot this over here, this here, and this here. Unless maybe, what does it look like if I do it the other way? I think the other way might be better. Yep, it is. That's way better. Okay. We have a front door situation. I need to change the swatch on the wood. We're lagging on the turn here, but that's... One day I'll fix that. One day! Today is not that day. Ooh, okay, cool. It looks cool from the inside too. Nice. We found a door. And these windows can't go for everywhere. We're gonna have to figure something out there. They are technically supposed to be a stained glass, but you can't really see through them. But it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I feel like I've been having a lot of fun with that fucking Party Hard game. That's so stupid. I like that little Happy Hills murder game that we played. That was just a neat little, simple, fun, ridiculous package. And I like that. That's nice. Okay, so some kind of, ooh, well, no, it's not gonna work. Don't do it. Don't do it. I want to put one of those little fucking bay windows in there, but it's not gonna work. Not in here, it won't. Yeah, it's not gonna reach the floor anyway. Man, why'd you have to go like this? All the way around the building. You knew it was gonna do this and you did this anyway. So, since we're working on this digital arts and crafts, I feel the need to ask if anybody's working on any cool crafts at all. Even if you're just working on something in a game, I always love to see what you guys do. Like, rating people is so crazy, just sitting in there and being like, hey, I built all this. I'm like, what the fuck? It's great. I love it. I love it. I love to see what everybody else is working on. Okay, and Oof, not you. You are too fucking much. Feels like the right way to go. But on this building, maybe? She's a hard maybe. Hard maybe. I feel like this fits the space a little bit better. I do feel the need to put it in the middle. Like over here and away from this, because it just looks a little bit funny to have like an extra window right there, even though it is lined up with the door, and I like it that way. I don't like the way it sits. I mean, it's fine. Oh my god, I had to do it. Here we go. We're going on the very slow turnaround here. The slowest merry-go-round ever. Let's go. Just get back in here so that we can see how this is working. I actually don't really see anything wrong with that. If we add 2 little ones, I think that would be fine. And we got to move that phone booth, but we'll do that. 2 small ones. I'm probably gonna line it with furniture anyway, and that paneling works. And that gives us windows that kind of match a little bit. You send a link on Instagram. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just working on your game. Fuck yeah. I have, dude, you know what sucks too is like there are days when I have time to craft and then I'm just like, I don't know, I guess paralyzed by how many options I have. I have so many things that I could work on, and I'm like, what feels right for the time and not anything. Like, it's just, I also like, it's not ever a necessary thing, but if I had the amount of money to get myself a place where I also had like a separate craft space that was just for that, I feel like maybe it would be a little easier to go in and be like, all right, sit down and put myself in a mode, because any craft that I take out now, it's like I have to make the space and everything. Even though I do have the giant table out in the living room, there are just some things I'm like, okay, I need like a certain setup for it. It would just be nice. Not gonna happen, but maybe. You give me a big enough closet. Give me a big enough closet and I'm gonna turn that into something. Or line the entire closet with a mattress, sleep inside the closet, and then whole bedroom is the craft. Where do you sleep? In here. In the right closet, that wouldn't be bad, honestly. I'm fine with these windows for right now. I'm gonna leave them swatch-wise because I don't know what we're doing with the outside quite yet. As far as painting and stuff goes, we're trying to figure out if all of the things are gonna fit. And it took us almost 2 hours to get to this point, so, you know, here we are. 2 VIP rooms, and we've got windows. Now, this one, parking lot windows, gotta go. Not having that. Oop, nope. Go back to where you were. And then this is still empty parking lot. I am tempted to put that really, really big one back there. But I think I could do the big ones out here, small ones here. And then that way it's somewhat matchy, even though I'm using a bunch of different windows. I didn't even check to see how many tiles away from each other these were. Just like 1? Did I do 2? Nope, I did 1. We're fine. Okay, leave them there, and then they're gonna get covered with curtains from the inside, obviously. I also just didn't like the idea of the entrance to the private spaces being just like right by the front door, everybody walking in. You ever seen like apartments or houses that are kind of built like that, where like you walk in and then the bedroom's just right there and you're like, oh, just walk on by? Every time I look at layouts, I don't want I don't want my room that close to the front door. I do want to be able to have a quick exit, but I don't want it to be just front door, there I am. No, I need at least a little bit of a heads up. Just always thinking tactically about my surroundings. Yeah, I don't want to do curtain here, or windows. No windows, not having it. I need to go into build by, and I want those big ass, where are they? These things. Because I think on one of the bigger walls, there's bound to be a space in here, or a wall in here that's the perfect size. That's actually not bad. And I'm probably gonna do the same mirror situation I did in the private rooms just for out here, but maybe in like smaller sections. Yeah, maybe about that. Just for reflective purposes too. I don't know what I'm doing with walls just yet. We probably should figure that out, but I'm gonna just make these swatches darker for the time being. I love this thing. This is so nice. I'm gonna have to track it down, and I have no idea even where this came from, how I came across it, but I have it, and I love using it. It is such a perfect, like, bam, put it up. Okay. Private rooms are kind of finished, save for decorating. It's just that the space seems to work. However, before I leave, we probably should make sure the rest of the furniture fits in here before we get to building the rest of the building. So I'm gonna go in here, and hopefully I can find those little chairs again. Comfort, they were, I think it's this one. Yeah, these bad boys. Oh, these are in like a horrendous gray swatch. We can change the swatches on them, but I have no idea what's going on the TV in there, but something. If I can make them, yep, I was gonna say if I can make them fit together, we're gonna do that. I don't know, I just really, really like the idea of this, or big fancy, just really big fancy couches and shit. The couches I don't get to use because they're so fancy. All right, find a wall. I don't know how picky this is gonna be. Apparently very. Try to get somebody to fit here. Making a corner with these bad boys is what's that for? Oh man, I opened creative. We don't need this. Just make a corner for me. Could you do that? And they do want to snap a little bit, so that is the problem. Let's just see what happens if I put it inside the wall like that. Will you do what you're supposed to do that way? They're a little strange, a little strange. Okay, well, we at least have a corner. Let's see if it'll do it this way. Well, get out of the wall. What are the rules of this little sectional chair? What are the rules of this tiny chair? Okay, you're in the corner there. Can I put you here? And then can I put one up here next to you? There we go. Now everybody's vibing. So I can go with that, which is, it's a lot of seating, Would it be weird if I put like a bed somewhere? If I could find a flat enough one, like I'd love to just do like a big old mattress. Just on the floor, just for no reason, just for fun. We're chilling. We're fairies. We're having a good time. Laying around, lounging around. Now, the other option is, I'm gonna go in this room and use this. I have a smaller space here, so I might use the bench seating here, and then use a big chair in that room. We could just like string together some couches. Yeah, just straight up, strictly lounging only. We need a lot of seating. We're getting old. We gotta rest the dogs. Yeah, the way I see it, Skidger, is if there is always seating, if I put enough in there, somebody's gonna, you're always gonna have a place to sit. You gotta be able to sit down when you want. And in here, we're gonna be doing that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use these in here. Okay. So I guess I have to build corner by corner. Ooh, we're gonna run into the door. That's, you know what? So be it. She doesn't like to be corner. No one has ever said, what's with this abundance of comfortable seating? Oh my God. I appreciate a place that pays attention to how comfortable their seating is. You know what I fucking hate is when you go somewhere and they have those like any kind of chair that has a really hard texture or like a wire texture, or that when you go to a place and they love that outdoor seating with that like metal diamond mesh that's always the outdoor seating. Listen, for those of us that have negative ass, that is pain. That is pain. That sucks. That hurts so fucking bad. And that imprint is gonna be in my ass for like 8 hours. Yeah, exactly. We need comfortable places to sit. I agree. Mm-hmm. Gotta get that customer turnover. If they're, yeah. We need to just be having places that are comfortable to sit, that are meant for sitting. You don't want people sitting everywhere, I get it. But what's the deal with just being corner? Okay, we have corner. I don't know how many more it's gonna let me add on to it. Now, my issue is if I add another one here, this little hookah table becomes useless unless I bring it over this way. In which case, it just looks strange. Wait a minute, what if we put seating this corner and then hookah situation somewhere here? Oh, we're inside. Take that beach chair and go get me a lazy boy. I don't care if there's a dentist waiting room. I want to recline. Have you seen they have crazy movie theater seats where you just like, just reclining and getting crazy? I've seen some places that are like, you fully lay down. Like, what? I mean, why not? Why not? But, what do you mean? We're trying to figure out the most comfortable sitting arrangement here in this room. Because I think it'll definitely, if I had thicker booths like this, it would be different. There we go. Okay, now we've got it. Some of the cinemas near me have beds? What? What do you fucking mean beds? I'm not a snoozer, but if you turn the lights off and put me in a bed, I'm gonna sleep. Exactly, right? Well, I have a friend, dude will sleep at anything. Does not matter. You get that dude slightly comfortable, he's asleep. That is exactly what would happen there. It'd just be a movie theater full of snoring people. I definitely agree with the alcove seating and hookah in the big corner. Yeah, thank you. I feel like it fits better. Me and my desk chair just getting mad comfy. I don't know if it's gonna let me corner here. Thank you for joining us, Skitcher. Appreciate it. Oh. I hate that. It would be pretty fucking tight if I could wrap it around this corner. Like this. and then smash it together. That's not gonna happen, but we could wrap it and then have an outer corner be a seat and then a bench right inside the door. But then you got people's knees in front of the door and you're getting a shinner and kicking people. It's too much. Spooky vibes tag, I gotta check it out every time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I usually make everything spooky, and we have everything in my main world. We probably should do a save, actually, too. Let's do that. Let's do that right quick. Right now, I'm currently maining a mummy, but, like, I have nothing but, like, occult sims. We have mummies. All the supernatural sims exist. I have not made a fairy yet, and I just was listening to music and got inspired to make, like, a trippy fairy lounge. So we're doing a smoke lounge, and once we get all the structure up, we'll be able to get crazy with it and make it look cool. But I'm trying to just build like a little town for my supernatural people. In Sims 4, my world is like massive, and I just built, well, massive for me because I built a lot of it from scratch. But like, we need more here, more spooky. Gotta have it. The wraparound would be so cool. Yeah. I have one that does that, but it's like somebody made it all this kind of like neon stuff, 90s furniture, and they called it like the gummy worm chair or something, and it looked exactly like a trolley gummy worm and wrapped around and had, you know, back and forth seating like that. Ugh. I love just a nice little furniture piece. I love a corner anything. Oh my god. Corner shelf? Yes. If I can ever get my hands on a nice corner chair, it's over. I would like to have a round bed. I don't know if I would like it, but I think the cats would, and I want one. Sims 3 can deliver good spooky because of the custom fabric tool. Oh yeah. Sims 3 is giving me everything I need. I feel like I can get spooky and weird in Sims 4, but it just doesn't, the gameplay for me with Sims 3 is so much better, so much drama, so much random shit happening all the time. I find myself all the time having to pause and be like, okay, what's going on? I love it. Corner coffin. Oh yes, corner coffin, having that. Corner coffin chair? Genuinely, if you put me in a big round circle bed that's on a very slow rotation. Oh, see, I have motion sickness problems and I would probably fall off just laying there. But I agree, it sounds comfy as fuck. I sleep in like the fetal position anyway, just all curled up like that. Yeah, we're currently taking over just different portions of the town. I think we all live somewhere else. I've got a cemetery lot and all kinds of other shit going on. Cemetery lot, haunted house. I think we have a castle in the mix too. That's just a random, oh, nobody lives here anymore. The goth household moved. The werewolves live in a house called Manly. I've got a swamp witch out here. Sims 4, I'm doing a lot of the building myself. Sims 3, we are definitely utilizing the creative powers of other simmers by way of downloading. You all right, buddy? The squid is joining us. He's very, very upset because it's raining and he's not liking it. Okay, we're here. We're back in. Oh god, it's still so much empty open, but we're gonna change the vibes. All of the supernatural people so far have like a hangout. The vampires have one, werewolves have one. I did one that's just general and it's a little bit more spooky and foggy. So still want to go kind of dark whimsy with it. It has to be dark whimsy. The goths moving out of this neighborhood's kind of ironic, right? Why'd you? Everybody just, that's why I moved into that little corner up there, because there's like a vampire that lives in a big castle and then the goths lived over there, and I'm like, yeah, this is perfect for my mummy household and all the shit. I moved the mummy next to the cemetery though, of course. He lives in like an abandoned house. Well, it was abandoned, it's not anymore. Okay, so I think this is a better arrangement. Oh yeah, that's way nicer. Way nicer. I mean, I could even just move this right into the middle of the room, but I feel like that's a little weird. However, it does open up the option for a third seat. I personally just like putting stuff in a corner, but I don't know what I would do over here other than it's in front of the doorway, so I couldn't do a whole lot. It does have one tile, so it's kind of not too bad. You gotta have a truly spooky vibe to move in next to the gods and have them be like, well, there goes the neighborhood. I think they live really close to the werewolf household, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jesk Manley went over there and pissed him off. I have a really horrifying... Where the fuck is he? Hold on, I gotta... Do not hide him from me. This guy, wouldn't be surprised if he chased the goths out of the neighborhood. I guess my Castaway playthrough will be converted to an Island Hookah Lounge business. Island Hookah Lounge Castaway? All at the same time. You know what? You get stranded on an island. There's a Mighty Boosh episode kind of about that a little bit. No, there is that's pretty much what happened. They got stranded on an island, met a whole bunch of... Vince had all these coconut people, and they had like a whole village going on, and there was some drama. And then they had to run away from the, you know, the Legend of Milky Joe. Okay, work. And we're gonna do big curtains everywhere, big curtains. We're in the stages of making sure furniture fits. I want to put this back against the wall so bad, but let's just maybe right here, just inside the door, so that way it's not like... I feel like one tile over this way is too close. Way too close. I'm not doing windows into the parking lot. These are supposed to be quieter, private rooms. I'm gonna maybe grab this. Nope, come back. This window. Wow. Disrespectful that you won't allow me to do that. Now I have to find a fucking window that's either gonna take up both spots or just not do one, I guess. I'll put neon lights or something in it. You know I love to have a reason to do that. Maybe you can get some kind of cool light in the corner, like a standing light. Ooh, yes. Yes. I love, we need different lighting. We gotta have, I like a moody situation. Well, and there's that, but she's very residential. My doors have disappeared, but don't worry about it. They'll come back. I said no parking lot windows. However, this is kind of fine. It's a hallway. No, my doors are normal. Bro, I'm over here messing with stuff that it's a window. We do not need it. It is not necessary at all. You know what I didn't do? We need to put a rug in here. Furniture fits. Okay, so that's doable. That's a start. I need to go over here because I think I can get away with doing a bigger chair situation in here, potentially. If you make it black, it could fit pretty well. Ooh, yes. I like it. I like it a lot. And it can also have curtains and shit on it. Sometimes I get distracted by doing the big basic things because I'll see stuff as I scroll by and then I gotta go check it out and see if it works for the vision, you know. I can get away with bigger chairs here. I don't know if it's a great idea, but maybe. I also have this. I have not been able to use this chair anywhere. I don't think this is maybe the right move here, but I kind of love it. No, you were totally fine. I love sharing ideas with you guys. The reason that we ended up in this a lot in the first place was because I was trying so hard. I love when people are giving me a voice of reason. The banana chair. We were thinking about how you would logistically like lay on this. This is a sitting chair only. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can change the colors on it. It goes in the corner. She's not the one for here though. I will find a place for that one. I don't... No, absolutely not. That's a bench. And I mean, this is fine for outside. This was provided that we had a couch that it would work for, and I don't know if we do. I don't know. I'm kinda not liking any of them, not gonna lie. Perhaps because I'm picky. Sulani Smoke is open for business. Yes, Quincy. I mean, if we do the dive bars... Wait a minute, you didn't tell me they would fucking connect like that. Excuse the fuck out of me. What was I doing? Excuse me? Okay, so they'll connect and then I have a nicer looking chair. Okay, we know that now. We're not gonna go back and redo it just because that's a thing that's happening. We know that the chair fits there. What if outdoor hanging swings only? I don't know if the animation would work all the way. Not these lounge chairs. Okay. My idea of putting big couches in here is not super great. Like, I feel like it sounded like a good idea, but now that I've got these in front of me, I feel like maybe not. Not that they would have to connect like a sectional. Yeah, what? We were just always able to do that? With that one, I guess I've just never tried because I always assumed it would just have an armrest in the middle. I didn't think for 2 seconds, like, Sims 3, they could never make me hate you. You were janky, but I love you so much. This would be perfect if I could just fit it. I'd like to be able to just boop boop put 2 back there and then I could fit something on either side. They would be great for that. Unfortunately, I always pick the worst sized wall for things like that. This will have an armrest in the middle of it. These are comfy. We're going too vampire with this though. Son of a bitch. What have I done to myself here? I've made a mess. If the hanging chair had a cushion on the seat, oh yeah. I think, you know what, there's probably a venue out there that exists that you could go and like sit in some hanging chairs. Gotta be some kind of fancy place. No, oh my god, in Sims 4 I've got like 15,000. I think I built a treehouse library, or I'm in the process of building the treehouse library, but of course some of the seating had to be hanging chairs. I like a seat that's a moment but also comfy. I have enough room somewhere in this apartment to get a hammock stand and a hammock, and I want to do it so bad, so bad. I don't know why. I've never been in a hammock before, I don't think. Maybe once. I'd be too worried that my left hip would rip, or my hip would rip right through the ceiling. We gotta make sure we put everything in structurally sound. We don't need lawsuits coming in from the smoke lounge that people are falling from the ceiling. Damn, I kind of hate it, but maybe what if, hear me out, we just do the same seating in both. I've got a cloud chair and a star chair. I have this pumpkin chair. Is very whimsy, yes. Trying to blend 2 things together that might not really want to be together. Okay, where the fuck did it go? Is it miscellaneous? Yes, it is. I hate how much I like that pumpkin chair. I want to know how comfy it would be. Like, it looks pretty structured, but like, you make this less structured and more squishy, I'd probably be in. I would be so in. Yeah, get the whole like 360 of it. Yeah, make it a little more squishy and don't make it like memory foam hard chair, and that would be super rad. God, I wish we could just line them up. That would be a neat venue to do. Just line these bitches up all around like a back patio somewhere, or do a park where it just consists of a bunch of hanging swings for people to enjoy. That would be nice. That would be nice. I have no idea. So I don't know what themes I'm going with here. Is that a dark green? Yep, I'm gonna be taking that because I did like the idea of having one of the rooms be a little bit green. We're gonna have to make the corners again. Oh, and it makes a round corner? No, go back. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm a simple guy. I get really excited about things that are really tiny like that. What do you mean? Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for this whole time. You know what? Sometimes, y'all, if you're in The Sims and you're building, pick that one thing that you always scroll over. The one thing that you think like, I don't need that, and you never look. You never use it. You don't even really know what it does if you think about it super hard. Pick that thing. Because sometimes it solves all of your problems, and it was right there in front of your face begging you to use it the whole time. You say that, but when that rounded corner popped out, I said literally what? I can't help it. That's one of those just nice satisfying things about building that I love. Since we are going with kind of fairies, because I like the idea that they have all the herbs, the flowers, the things they know. The witches also know, but they have their own bar where they're doing their own concoctions. The fairies got their own shit. You're coming over here to get off your ass. If I can't build comfy seating on the ground, that's the next best thing. Love that. I think these are the nightlife dive seating chairs. Would never have known. Would never have even guessed. This is just fairies, I think. I mean, it's probably for everybody. I'm saying fairy owned, but I'm doing like dark fairies. You know, we gotta obviously have dark fairies. So we're kind of mixing vibes a little bit. Spooky and also woodsy, which fits me as well. Oh my god. Way better. Way better. What do you mean? Okay. Well, there goes the light. Yeah, I pretty much run on fantasy vibes. I get an idea and then I gotta do it. I don't even have a full plan most of the time. I'm just in here winging it. Okay, this light is in my face and I need it to just go over there in that corner real quick. Okay. There we go. Now we're connecting. We are not connecting in the ways that I would like. There it goes. Tiny, tiny space. What if... Okay, I haven't tried this, but it's not going to change it too much. Hold on. Hello? Can I just click on the right button? We're good. I'd come here already. It's, we found a gym. And it was a big, huge, empty building, and I immediately was like, no, oh my god, I can't do a big, empty building. I'm just gonna fuck it up and get overwhelmed by it. And you know what? The big, empty building was the right move. We're just gonna extend this corner a little bit, and then maybe... As I feel like that looks like a really tiny amount of seating. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to get by with adding another one here, but we're gonna try. And what if We add another wall here. We're just gonna alter the shape of it slightly. Does it matter that that sticks out? Maybe not, but it does to me. There. Yes, Quincy, Bubble Bonehilda is on. Ah, that fixes the problem a little bit. That makes it better. I'm gonna either, so I'm kind of tempted to leave this here because I like the idea. What if I do? I don't know if they'll fit, but it would be pretty fucking rad if they would. Windows. No, not doors. Why are we indoors? See, I love that window, but it's skewing a little more futuristic. But you see, you smell what the rock is cooking? You see where I'm going? I love to build a glass tube. I love a glass tube in a house. I love it in a venue. I love it outside. Give me an opportunity to put plants and like sexy ass lighting inside it. Love that. I've built many of them. Too many. Let's take a knee for the glass block, everyone. God damn, I don't think she's the one, but is she? God, I love a glass block moment. You see me. I wonder what happens if we do it all the way around as like a feature. I felt something I haven't felt in years when I saw that glass block. It just does something. Now, if I had the same abilities that I have in Sims 4, I would build an actual aquarium in here, but since I don't have the right piece for that, I don't know if we do the fourth wall on that one or not, or if we keep it quiet. It would be a good way to light that corner, though. I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it. Yeah, water that bad boy and slap some fish in it. Exact. My favorite one to use is that this one. I love this beast. If I had more of these, it'd be everywhere. Usually what I can do is get an aquarium size thing, size it all the way down and use the animation from it, but we are shackled here in this moment. Okay, let's maybe try to, I don't know. So these are kind of in a metal swatch right now. I don't know if the brown, I don't know what we're doing for the walls quite yet. I don't know if the blue-green is it. I'm in love with it. I want to put a ring on it. I really don't know if the blue-green is it, but I might just see what it does. We'll have to probably do the walls in order to figure it out. But for now, I'm gonna leave it because I think it's okay. It's better than doing it like a super green color, although maybe a dark green really wouldn't be that bad. I didn't even know I had that one. I must have gotten that somewhere. It's infinitely better than any of the other options I have. I was gonna be trying to fit one of these guys in here. No, she was right there. You know what? Let's just neutral it out. That's always the safest option. I feel like that is just easiest way to go. And then we'll deal with it later. It's gonna look really like modern for a second. I guess that's the right word. But we're not going full Witch Cove fantasy because I've been doing that. I don't know where I just put that window. It went into the abyss. Okay. We have a feature moment there. These doors and windows are probably going to keep doing this because I am defying the rules of what Sims 3 wants me to do. Nah, we leave that. We leave that and we fucking light it. I will have to come back here in build mode and do that because I don't think I have a light right now. I might have a neon I can just stick in there for the time being, just for purposes. I love a neon. Put a spotlight in it. Sometimes you get lucky. Just blacklight it. And you have one that's already colored in a certain way. Yeah, like if this were to be the right... I just hit the wrong button. I have no idea where I just went. Are you defying what Sims 3 wants to do, or what are you finally letting Sims 3 spread her wings and fly? Yeah, because it'll glow a little bit if we have the right light in there. I think probably... Fish tank would have been so much. Oh, well. Can we grab it? Okay, there we go, there we go. Yeah, I love that this game... I hate that The Sims is so rad and just lets me do whatever I want. We have pretty much decided that that's happening. So I still get my same shape. We have an area, so we need several more of these somewhere. Now, the chairs and everything can change. We're just kind of adding whatever for, like space purposes. I do not think these back here are going to be reachable by anybody. Some of them are for looks. Fuck it. Just gotta make sure everything will fit. I am really bad at that. I will absolutely just make a big gigantic mess. Now, what I don't like here is me putting this glass over here against this glass table. Not really liking that too much. Nope, grabbed the wrong thing. Let's just put these here for right now. I'm really bad at spacing out venue seating and shit too. I'm very, very terrible at that. Like, I'm also, like, just putting something in the middle of the floor seems so weird to me, but that's what you would typically see. You walk into a place where there are social things happening. You know, there's options all over the place. If I could, I would do these in a little booth somewhere, but... We do always have, like, I think there's room dividers or... Where was that? Just a minute ago. Where was that? What the fuck? Hold on, let me just see. I really like the glass block though. I'm living for the glass block. What? It would have fit in there perfectly. I mean, it's just a tree. It just says flare living tree. It doesn't do anything, I don't think. Well, what the fuck? Love that. Why was that just hiding? Incredible. Could have used that immediately. I'm gonna let that one marinate for a second because I like that there's a plant in it. Because I was gonna put plants in it anyway. I'll probably still put a plant in it because it'll let me. I was just gonna build one. That's my go-to all the time. God, okay, trying to realistically try to place some things here. I hate that. Damn, bro, never put me in charge of building a venue from scratch, ever. And we gotta rotate this back where it came from. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, alright, that's not so bad. It's just, I have to get over my thing of, like, putting things directly in the middle of the floor is not that big of a deal. These revelations keep coming at you, and I don't know how much I can take its glory. It's kind of like... I'm a horse kid, so I equate everything to horses, but it's like trying to rein in the right energy. Like, I used to have a thoroughbred, and he was just like a racehorse, and basically, like, yeah, trying to slow them down, you obviously want to do that, but sometimes what you gotta do is take that energy and make it into something else. And this game allows me to do that way too fucking much. I get going, and it's just... I'm gonna put, instead of this half wall, countertop. Window, I'll have that. I'll have that right there. Countertop, we're kind of doing it like a register check-in sort of pay area, even though I don't think they have to pay to be here. We're just gonna do it. Oh no, we're gonna put a bar in, right? That makes the most sense. We'll just pretend it's the register, and if anything, I'll put like an extra countertop here and then put the bar on the end of it, and then we can put the register there. I just like that it allows me to do stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just color the floor differently right here. Just so I can delete these half walls and not get myself disoriented. See, I like Tiny Glade too. I enjoy just wildly building, but part of what's fun about The Sims for me, and what beats it out for every other sort of build type game, is that I can play in it. I like being able to create these vibes and not just look at it. I want to be able to go in it and experience it and have a good time inside the venue. Or house, or whatever. You know, I'm just out here building things that I'd like to live in. Every house I think I've ever built is somewhere that I would totally live, for the most part, except Peanut Butter Larry's house. I would never live in Peanut Butter Larry's house. Ever. I don't think anybody should. Let's see what size the bars come in. I can never remember, even though I play this game several times a week, and I should just have that memorized by now. Where am I even going, Becky? Good to have you, Skidger. Do you get down on The Sims as well? Or what kind of games are you into? I like anything that's spooky, horror, anything I do, I want it to be a little bit spooky. That is the biggest thing I think that The Sims has on most of the other life sim games as well, is that it gives me the ability to be spooky and fantasy and crazy. I don't want to play just regular life, have a job, go to school, that kind of thing. I want to be setting people on fire and throwing bees at people and stuff. And I can do that. I want to make a cool place, but I want to get knee deep in it. Let me exist there. Yeah, exactly. I haven't played it in a bit, but yes, I love it. Yeah, I feel like that happens sometimes. I will go hard on The Sims, and then eventually I'm like, yeah, I need a break. And I gotta play something else, which is why we switch up games periodically. It kind of helps us not get burnt out on one thing or the other. I love puzzle games, I love horror games, all kinds of shit. Just really depends on what we're feeling. All right, I have a big, large bar, which is also helpful. Halloween is my jam, and I like a Halloween theme, which is spooky, but a bit more pound tack. I love cheesy, tacky Halloween. That's part of it. That's a whole part of it, is I love that, like, back in the day when you used to walk into a Halloween store, and even maybe now, like, you can smell it. I love it. The cheesy, weird, kind of just bizarre. It doesn't have to always be super, super horror, like, scary all the time. Aw, man. I feel like we probably should give them the fancy light up one, but maybe that's too fancy and too light up. But it fits with the bubble tables. It fits with the bubble tables. I said Trippy. Also Trippy. The light bar stays. Please open one up over here. We have enough storefronts. What color can you make the lights? I think we have a full run of... This one is different, I think, depending on... I can't really adjust the lights in it, but I can adjust the glass and stuff around it, and it kind of just already emits its own little glow. Sort of like that, so it just a little bit. But for every other light, we can adjust to whatever we want. They're all a little kind of wonky since it's lighting, and so it's not going to be exactly it. I might be able to. I haven't tried with the tables quite yet. At least I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I just put them up and then I never mess with them. I have no idea what colors anything needs to be because I still haven't figured out walls. I just want to get... I don't know, I guess the main structure pieces up first. Makes sense. Yeah, I have to bring... I'm gonna bring Thing in here in a minute and we'll have him kind of test out all the chairs and stuff over there, make sure they work. Should be fine, but then we can change the lighting. I usually like to bring a sim with me so I can do that. Why am I in a bookshelf? Where is it hiding? What is this one called? The Duke Professional Juice Bar. Okay, I think it's this one. Hey, there we go. Got it. Now, I don't know if it would let me, but... Now, it looks a bit weird. I think if I try to do it with not a countertop, though, it might be a little picky about it, but we are going to give it a shot because I like to know what my options are. The dive counter, where the fuck is the one that matches? I guess it doesn't really matter. As we were just talking about mismatching counters. Okay, maybe it only comes in like a counter island situation and not... Sure, we'll just use this one as I delete it. No, what a job to have. Just go to this hookah bar and just puff it till I tell you to go home, right? Oh yeah, I love being able to do that because then everything does match and I don't have to worry about it. I just don't know how I feel about this space that was right there. I guess it's maybe not the worst thing in the world to have just like it look this way. No one's really gonna notice, right? It's just... Yeah, we can make this match. I'm pretty sure it should have a matching swatch. Yeah, there we go. I got fixated on that wall space. I don't know why I'm like this. There, okay, now it all kind of matches a little bit. Could you fill it with some decoration thing that's... You know, I probably could just place something right there in front of it, maybe. Because, I mean, I'm not going to have, realistically, anybody sitting right here. But since it doesn't have a countertop to match it, or a regular cabinet, sorry. But we probably could just, like, fit something right there. When in doubt, hide it with something. What am I looking at? We need decor. I probably have something weird. I've got a little weird set of stairs. I don't even know why I have those, but I do. Let's see. While we've got some of this furniture and some of the bigger stuff placed, we gotta remember to save because I'm really, really bad about that. Really bad about that. Save. If you're also playing along with me, no matter what game you're playing, if you can save, do save. Yeah, when in doubt, fill the negative space with a bunch of shit till the dopamine kicks in. I always love to hide things with plants, and especially since we're doing a fairy bar, I'm able to do that. I'm allowed to go crazy with plants. My problem is I don't have as nice of a plant selection as I'm used to. We're just gonna have to make it work, and we do have debug. But what I think we're gonna do is take a real quick break, so if you've been sitting for a while, maybe get up, stretch around, or just do some stretches in your chairs. That back pop kind of sucked, so if you can get a better one for me, please do. But I will return in just a minute, and we'll get back to making this place structurally finished so that we can get crazy and throw some patterns around in here, because that's really what I'm here for. Probably would be good if I turned the mic on. Welcome back. Oh man, if I had just waited like a little bit longer, we could have avoided the ads. Yeah, my negative ass is aching, so a stand is probably a good idea. I always toy around with like, would it be nice to have one of those desks that you could just convert into a standing desk? Would that be nice to have as an option? Because like, part of me kind of thinks so. What's going on here? What is this? Oh, it's like a big, all right, let's go back to where we were. We're down the street from the Gandalf Big Supernaturals. It's just called the Smoke Lounge until we come up with a better name for it. Okay. Still haven't done the outside, but getting the structure was the most important. We do have to take the gym sign down. We'll come up with something interesting for it. I think it'd be great, but I know I'd fuck up the wiring, start setting it to stand, and my monitors would fall off and shit. Yeah! Exactly, Skidger. Every time I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a great idea, and then I just have this like image of me just and like everything. Also, who named that car Sloppy Jalopy? Oh my god, dude. The cars are wild. The names for everything in Sims 3 is just Sloppy Jalopy. You gotta love it. Of all the names, I kind of want to be like, good job. It's great. Stoner brain's kicking in. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, hold on. We were working on the bar. Don't forget about that sloppy jalopy. Ooh, all right. This lighting is aggressive in here, but I'm just gonna use it to my advantage so that I can see. I'm gonna get rid of that window, and I'm kind of okay with fixing this one and making it that really, really big round one, and then we can kind of get around with not doing any other windows over there, maybe. Yep. Oh, well, I mean, we're gonna obviously have to change the swatch of it. I know it might be a little more fancy than this building needs, but I have really big curtains that are nice and big and drapey, and it really works for the vibe. These are probably way bigger than they need to be. Probably way bigger than they need to be, but it's okay. Live your dreams. I've always heard that seeing is good for room design. Yeah, I think it would be very, very difficult if you couldn't see while designing, but oh god. I've had like this big 3D text, you know, like back in the day when people used to have like fun websites for no reason, and just like the crazy 3D text, just in my brain it said banquet hall. We've gone too far now. We've gone too far. So, okay, so one of those over there is fine, but 2 of those over there. Yeah, word art. Fuck yeah, exactly. Banquet hall. I don't know why. No idea, but if the universe is telling me that that's the vibe we're giving, then maybe I should listen. And just maybe not do that. No, those are not it. God, I hate windows, bro. I mean, they're just super retail. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just very retail windows. I mean, I guess... yeah, it's something about it. I love these windows, but I added too many of them. Now, I guess if we're thinking like we took over an old gym building, of course there probably would be a lot of windows, maybe. We'll do barbecue smoke. Sorry, I love that. I don't know why I love barbecue smokehouse. Yeah, I think this is kind of in the middle somewhere. If I add 2, it's not gonna be giving that much banquet hall, and it's a little bit more the building. I feel like maybe just 1 in the middle is honestly okay. Is she centered though? She's not, and I can't do anything about it. Oh god, wait. Oh no. Okay, maybe she's centered and my... Nope, it's not. Oh, yeah. Curtains are gonna fix it 100%, because I kind of like the idea of everything being big, drapey, like, comfort. I want to put big rugs out. I just haven't gotten to that point yet, but curtains everywhere. Because we've got huge, drapey-ass curtains. Where are they? There we go. I liked choosing the bigger windows just because I do have the options. I've got big ones like this that'll kind of cover. There's a big version of that somewhere. And I'm gonna layer them because that's what we do. It's exactly what we do. It's all we do. And then occasionally what ends up happening is I do windows that are too big, and then we have to Frankenstein some curtains together. Which I've done many, many times. And will continue to do. Forever. I don't know how I feel about that one over there. The fact that it's not center is really gonna piss me off, like, a lot. I think if I was sat right next to you right now, we'd either be vibing or absolute hell we'd be clashing because we're just saying the same shit. That is me and my best friend, sometimes she'll bring her laptop over, she sets it up on the desk next to me, and we're just like simultaneously creating things on each other's Sims game, and it's exactly that. That's like the perfect description. Well, I'm glad that that's the vibe you're getting. That I'm pretty stoked on that. I just would like to be a chill friend. Damn. There we go. Oh yeah, see, these bitches will totally work. They're huge, but then again, if we find the right pieces, we can layer underneath them, or another set of curtains that go on top to kind of beef them up. Well, thank you, Skidger. I am glad you joined and came in today. We're just kind of always in here doing something. I did an accidental build and chill last time I played. We were supposed to play with a witch, and then we did it. I just spend all my time on The Sims building and doing shit. I'm just stoner rambling. Hold on. Yeah, you ever just do stuff? You ever do things? Yeah, can we just get like a... Maybe not you. We're gonna make them... Yeah, that's fine. Make them black anyway. I don't know what color the walls are gonna be, so I don't want to go too crazy, but I like to make everything somewhat neutral. Because I can choose to go crazy. I think in here I can go really wild with curtains, and then walls are gonna be tough, but I have rugs and curtains I can go nuts with. I feel like there needs to be another one here, maybe. I don't want to add too many. Oh god, right next to the AC unit. We'll just kind of... Just put that right there. Just move these things over a little bit. That's the perfect view, right? Oh no. Did I accidentally hit the stop streaming button again? I hope not. I didn't. Oh, thank God. I did that one time. Yeah, and my thing is, if I put windows over here, you get a view of the dumpster. Okay, good. Shit. The problem, though, is I'm not... Alright. As much as I like her. Because my issue is I'm not utilizing this view properly. And I feel like... Let's fix that. This is much. This is too much. You went and did more than you should have. Just then. Did I though? Did I do more than I should have? I think there's a... Yeah, we're gonna have to... She's gonna be angry about it because she doesn't like where I placed her, but I don't care. That's the space on the wall that I need, and you're just gonna have to be cool with that. I thought there was like a small one that matched this. Could be wrong. There's something there. I'm definitely feeling it. I didn't even bother to turn it this way because I was so busy like focused on the front of the lot, but like, yeah, you're looking at a chain link fence, but let's just suspend our disbelief here for a minute. I think I can change it. Is this my fence? Or is this just like there? Okay, yeah, that's just there. I can't do anything. What if you had the big archway one in the middle? I am so down to try it. I had that thought for a millisecond and I was like, I don't know. No, stop it. Don't kink shame me. I love a chain link fence. It's part of the vibe. Yeah, it's part of the horizon. I like it. I'm wondering, let me keep this one to the side. Do I have one that maybe fits the floor? Oof. Florida. I want it to like be on the floor. Preferable. Not you. You go away. You are not the one. But like this is much. This is way too much. Get back in here and stop flipping through the wall. Oh no. Gabs, welcome in. I wish I could 9-key it and just make it taller because I agree. I want at least one line. I know realistically I'm not going to get it because I have the curved part, but like at the bottom, flush together would be nice. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? How was stream? Good to have you. Also, feel free to do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Have a lurk. Have a raid and run. Whatever you got to do. Definitely do that. Oh, Jojo, hello Silver as well. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Claudia. We're doing Sims tonight. Usually we do a lot of the Sims, but I also play a lot of like horror games, puzzle games. I'm a big slut for puzzles. I can't. Probably not the best raid opening message, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm a slut for puzzles, okay? And especially if they are horror related. So that's usually what we're doing. Tonight, we're having a nice little build and chill. We're working on a Trippy fairy lounge, which is not so trippy right now, but it's like a hookah bar, spooky, mystical. We're all getting crazy in here. We took over a gym, so that's why this looks the way it is. We're pro slut in this house. Yeah, we're trying to take this and we're gonna add some whimsy to it. And really, so far we haven't gotten anywhere, but really when we started, it was an empty building, so. I love puzzle games so much. But everybody is welcome here. Super, super glad to have all of you. Thank you for joining me. I like to build, I like to decorate, I like to solve puzzles, and sometimes we play so many puzzle games that we need to give our brains a little bit of a break. I play a lot of Sims 4, but Sims 3, delicious. Love her. Oh, Everin, you're off work. Absolutely. I don't know why I say that so much. I've noticed that going through my VODs. I say absolutely a lot, sometimes out of nowhere, and I don't know why. Maybe I should stop overanalyzing myself, but that is kind of the whole gig. Is it not? Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I just... No. Let us analyze you instead. You're cool as fuck. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes, you know, I just need to be I'm told to sit the fuck down, chill the fuck out. Neither of which I am good at. At all. The glass block, though, I mean, she's just right there, like, saying to use her, but then, you know, you can still kind of appreciate it. It's just not, she's... The glass block, every time she shows up, she's so beautiful, and I can't deny her. Oh, Squishy! Welcome in! Oh my god, hold on. I hit, it was the question mark, that's not what we needed. Welcome in, thank you for joining. How are you? How was stream? How goes everything? I want to take her on a moonlit walk and propose to her. I love a glass block. Every time I see it out in the wild and I'm custom content hunting, I'm downloading it. Do I know what I'm using it for yet? No. Am I getting it? Yeah. I'm never, you can't stop me. Oh man. Right now we're frustrated because we can't get windows that touch the floor. And if I'm not going to be able to have them touch the floor anyway, we're going to do something. I don't know what, but we're going to... Wait. Could we make that work? That's asking for trouble. Why? Why you gotta... You can't just play the game the way they gave it to you, can you? You gotta always just be bending the rules. So they'll attach to this one. I'm trying to figure out if they'll attach to this one. That might solve our problem a little bit. I don't have a raid message. That's totally okay. Welcome in. Welcome into all raiders. Please make sure that you are hydrating yourselves, taking care of yourselves, and getting comfortable. Do what you gotta do. And if you have to raid and run or leave a lurk, that is also totally fine. Lurkers are welcome. I feel like I do enough talking for the lot of us. I never shut up. Except in person when I never open my mouth. I don't know what happens when I get on the stream and I'm just hanging out with you guys. I just... the small bars with the chunky frame, could that be like an internal one, like between the main space and one of the side rooms? This little tower one here? Yeah, you gotta break the game. Claudia, please never shut up. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that you tolerate me. Got 2/3 of the PNG tuber stuff I wanted to make. Oh, nice. Well, that's really cool. We love to be getting stuff done. Not that you have to be getting stuff done. Okay, what did we say? But we enjoy doing that. It feels nice. It feels nice. Like between the main space and one of the side rooms. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a situation through here, maybe? I think this is the one. Oh, no. Like this one, I think is the one. Maybe. If I'm reading it right. I love like an internal see-through window situation. I love doing that. Or, wait, it's not gonna fit. Damn, we could have had her. We could have had her. Or I have this. It just won't stay center. That's the only annoying thing about her. Other than that, she's lovely. It was a bit smaller and had a chunkier frame. There are some that look just slightly different than the others in here that I keep losing. She's in here. Oh, this one? Maybe. Put her in here. You know what? For not having a lot of options, I lose things in here all the time. It's probably one that I'm overlooking. There's also this one. Top 3 rows in, it was, but it's moved now. Oh no. have this one and also this one. All the way to the top, okay. Second row down, 3 in. Oh, no. Why is that? Why does it want to go on the floor like that? That's not where you should be. That's not where you should be. Do you want it on the floor like that? Because we could do that. Now, the problem with putting it right in the space that I'm putting it in is that there's nothing there, but I don't hate that idea, because I see what you mean there. Only issue with what I've got going on is just the, yeah, let's see, hold on. It would be kind of neat, just mostly for whatever lighting we have in there, coming through there, since the light is situated here. Oh, well, I mean, we've got this happening here, so maybe since it's super close to the front door, here, and then we can fix that by putting a chair there. The floor is kind of neat. In the right space, I feel like that would work super well. But since I've got furniture built into the walls, that is also a problem. Yeah, I thought it was gonna go higher up too. We have one that's like that. I load windows in here all the time. All the time. Oh no, we're just exploring window options for right now. This is a... Oh shit. I hate this back wall. Just a little tiny bit. What if we... Ooh. I don't know if these two like to be that close together. Why is it still... Why am I still thinking banquet hall? There's gotta be a way to use this one, but I think it's just me. I think now that I've thought it, that's what it is now. Oh. This is the worst noise ever. Still weird. Still weird. So, for now, since we are spinning our tires in the mud, why don't we just put some windows in places, and then we'll come back to it when we might possibly have an idea of where we want to go with them. Just leave them there for right now. Yeah, the arch, no matter what, she's not working. I want her to, she's not having it. She's not doing it. It's okay. Oh, welcome in, Silver. Oh, you had to get your daily challenges done in Champions. Ooh, well, I hope you got your shit done. I hope you got the things you needed. That is the thing you've done that is tickling me. What do you mean? Just moving on from something? Yeah, the arch, I want her. It's just trying to force it in there. I get fixated on an item and I'm like, you know what? Don't put her in there. Hello, Lady Oaks. Welcome, and how are you? The square one with the two sides? Ooh. Did you like that one? Did you like that window configuration? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. For windows that seem like they go together, they certainly don't want to be together. How did you guys were just like vibing a minute ago? Yeah. Oh, wait. There it goes. There it goes. so much for that. Yeah, there it goes, there it goes. Oh, hold on. I have a piece that I think might go perfectly here to disguise this spot, and it'll look really fucking rad. You only need to do one battle to get the daily done for battles. Oh, yeah. You gotta tick off your dailies. I totally understand that. Love that in a game when you just gotta make sure you keep up with it. I need by function this. Please tell me I have it. What if we, like, something like this? And we try to make it look like it's supposed to be like that. I think technically I could just do a wall planter. I don't know why I'm over here trying to make furniture that probably already exists. You can always improve things with the help of a plant. A plant will come for you every time. I love it. Love it. I'm for it. Now, I am afraid to touch it and try to reposition it. However, I do think it's relatively center in the middle of the room. Not entirely, but it's okay. Now, we kind of maybe need to, nope, don't touch it. I'm gonna fix swatches real quick. There are many times when I find a window that I really like and I can't use it because of the bottom. I'm like, you know what? Put a plant on it. Just hide that space. We don't need it. I don't know what's going on here. But, oh God, I don't like the white. I'll find something in between. She never fails me. Nice. I love a good window configuration. I really do. Oh. You just go back here. What if we go outside? Oh! Get out of here. You're ruining our window fantasy right now. Oh, no fucking wonder. Now, it might continuously be weird, so I might have to later on mess with it and move it around, but having a window configuration, lovely. I feel like we smashed our taste together and made a beautiful window. It's gorgeous. High five. Thank you. See, this is why I love building on stream. Even if people are just chilling and not contributing, I still appreciate it, but I love when people come in and it's like, we can kind of make something together. Most of my Sims 4 world, a lot of the builds now, I can look in and be like, yeah, we added that because so-and-so said this, or like, this character looks that way because the team voted that they had to wear this. Like, we just kind of, I like when people can put their little thingies in the Sims world. I don't know why I said fingies. What the fuck was that? I feel like I need to go put myself in the corner or something because why did I say it that way? Anyway, Silver, I've been using a team that revolves around poison and tanking as much as possible. Oh, that's incredible. I don't admittedly know a whole lot about Pokemon, but everybody is Oh, the timing was perfect on that one. But I appreciate the amount of work that people put into Pokemon. It is crazy, the level of dedication. When I was a kid, I was just enjoying the things and then realizing that, oh, it's serious business. Listen, you said it that way, but it's okay, we're not complaining. Sometimes you're just on stream and words are coming out of your mouth and it's totally fine. We made a window. What we're gonna do, get rid of that AC unit. We're gonna go back out to edit town mode and we are now going to save that window so that we don't chance anything happening to it. So if you're playing some kind of game, if you're building along with me, save. Please save. Or if you're just playing in general, you probably just should save. Pokemon is wild. I appreciate people who, well, know how it works. Because I sure don't, but people get it done and I love it. Skidder, I like your vibe a lot. Everybody has good vibes in my room. I always have a good time. You guys make my Sims time more fun. Before, I was just sitting in here by myself, talking to myself. Or annoying my roommate while he's trying to play Skyrim. The official format is double battle, so most tend to go for hyper DPS strats, but you can obviously do small teams. Customize that shit. So... oh, it'll let us do it to this one too. That's two different windows. Okay. You know, I remember being on Neopets and they had a battle dome. I never did anything with it. I don't really play a whole lot of things where I fight a lot of things. I'm not good at fighting things. I mean, I got my ass kicked a whole bunch last night. Yeah, why not? Just for fun, Silver. And especially if you're getting stuff for it and you're acquiring things, skills, items, objects, currency. See, like, this means nothing to me, but I'm fascinated when you say it. I just want to applaud. Wait, fascinated when I say what? Oh god, go right next to the window. Okay, just 1 and 2. There we go. Because we still obviously want to remember that there are fairies in here and the things that we are smoking and enjoying, the sensations that we are partaking in, were crafted. Oh, Neopets, yeah. I fuck with Neopets hard. Love it. There's a lot of funny strats that you can work as well, and some of the... that is so funny that I get... ah, hold on. I get scared when I see certain Pokemon. I love that you're just like, oh shit, there he is. He brought him with him. You personally, when you say anything really, I was talking about someone's Neopets earlier, that's weird. How? How? Yeah, oh no, I still have an account. I still get in there, speaking of dailies, I get in there, I get my dailies, I do my thing. I miss Key Quests though. I just like to collect things, and I can now also collect things on The Sims and stuff like that, but... oh, these windows are, dare I say, horny. These are nice. These are really lovely. I'm really glad that we did them this way instead of the way I was trying to do them. It's now, it doesn't give banquet hall now, and the thing I like about it is that it fits with what's going on here, and I don't know why I didn't just think to do that. Love it. It's weird that it came up twice. I haven't thought about it in literal years. God, I've been playing that game since I was 7 years old. I bring it up pretty frequently. I used to never tell anybody because I was like mad embarrassed. I'm like, why? Why? Who gives a shit? Let's be real. The whole the era of children getting into Neopets, save for all, the obvious being that it's a game that is not like a lot of the games we play nowadays. It's just a old browser style shit, and it's very not as flashy as some of the other things. But gone are the days where kids are getting in there and they're slowly building up their Neopoints and they're buying the Darrigan paintbrush and what. No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that because it's a bunch of like 30-plus-year-olds on there. We're all in there. We're all wrecking the economy. Everything is so expensive. Nobody is buying anything. You gotta be strategic when you're on there. No one's getting on there casually taking care of a pet anymore as a kid. But that's how we all got into it. And I know that when I'm on Neopets, most of the people are my age or older. And we've all probably been playing the same length of time. Pokemon isn't super confusing, it's just rock, paper, scissors, really. I love it though. I should get back on my fan game shit. Do it, Eden! I always want to hear it, I don't care what it is. People talking passionately is my jam. Yeah, I just, I think maybe I always wonder why I'm so like talkative on stream, but I spend so much time being quiet all day. I don't. I talk to my cats, talk to my horse, try not to talk to a whole lot of people. I can go. There are a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, would you get paid to be silent for a year? I can get paid to do that. I can get paid to not talk for a week, for a year. Yeah, not a problem. And then I get on here and it's like, I probably have so many thoughts that I'm just not saying, and it's just like, gotta put it somewhere though. I am a severe loner. Just be hanging out by myself. Sorry, I'm busy just appreciating the windows. We have a bar situation up. There is a downstairs area. And there's a bathroom down here. This is the absolute last priority. We're not gonna be seeing this. It is still a gym bathroom. But we're not gonna worry about it right now. We will deal with it later. It's fine, it's functional. It's a bathroom. We're not gonna spend that much time in here. If I got paid to be silent, I'd be a millionaire by now, right? To be honest, it's so much easier to make Neo points now. Yeah, I think so. For a while there, I was just, God, KeyQuest was helpful to rack it up. Like when I'm really on it, I'm just like turning items over and shit, and I'm getting it. I love the stupid puzzle games that are on there. I like the fucking Jelly Cubes one that's like 3D Tetris. I could play that thing for hours. I love that. I don't know, it's fun. And then what the fuck? There's the spinning one where you shoot the balls. That one's really fun. It's kind of spooky. It's like witchy. And then the Destructo Blocks one. I just love a good, simple... Probably all the games people are just playing on their phone, but I am adamant about not downloading any apps or games because I don't need all that. I don't have enough space on my phone as it is. Just go on Neopets and live it up. I made a new account a couple years ago. I keep telling people that I'm gonna screenshot my collections. No one's asking to see my collections, but I am going to show them. Show you my gallery. My gallery's not big enough for all of my things though. Also, one thing I like right now, Champions, is Aerodactyl's really good since so many people use Charizard. Oh. We love to see our favorites do well. Mirka Chase every day. Do you remember when they got... Okay. We're just going on a Neopets tangent now. They used to have that one Hannah in the Pirate Caves game. It was like a weird little planet platformer, but I remember they would allow people to like alter levels and stuff and make their own, and that was crazy because I didn't really know that they could do that. There we go. It's like that meme, we just did it, now she's showing mirror crystals. Exactly. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Just like open it up and it's all my spooky plushies. I can't help it. In real life, I love a little trinket. I love a miniature thing. I love a little guy. On the internet, I love a miniature guy, little pixel. It's like looking at them. Like if I had a flip book, if I had a binder of all of them, I'd show them. So anyway, what is everybody else's special interest and weird hobby? I'm supposed to be building a bar and I'm doing nothing of this sort. This lighting on the ceiling is temporary, y'all. Okay, I know what's going here. This could possibly get changed at some point. We have a pretty big entrance and a large walking space. I think we could maybe... I think adding another one might be slightly overkill, but 3 doesn't seem like enough. What if that looks disorganized and weird? God, I hate putting stuff in the middle. I hate it. It feels unnatural to me. All right, but let's talk about, all right, we walk in as far as I see pathways, I see easy spaces to walk. I see a white ceiling that is blinding. Okay. It's fine. Let it ride. It seems like too many. Hold on. Oh, you did get a little Leatherface delivered. He's standing on the desk holding a hammer. Oh, I love that. I love cool little, just little guys. One Pokemon you're getting sick of seeing is Gengar. I love it as a Pokemon, but I know what people would use it for and it annoys me. So can I tell you that I have a weird association with the Gengar because y'all remember the Flintstones gummies, right? Or the Flintstones like vitamins. Well, they had the Pokemon ones. And for whatever reason, the Gengar was always like the grape one. I mean, obviously for not whatever reason, but he was purple, so he was the grape one. And now anytime I see Gengar, I taste that and I hate it. Hate it. You didn't hear about Neopets until you were in high school? Oh shit, yeah. I'm eternally angry that my Neopets, oh, RIP all the accounts we lost along the way. Yeah, I don't know, every time I think about Gengar now, that's just, that it just brings me back to that core childhood memory. That powdery ass, chalky grape bullshittery. We have a very large room to deal with. We probably need to change the outside, but I don't want to deal with that quite yet. And I feel like let's make a fancy, fun, trippy room because we now have the ability to do it. 2 rooms. Let's start with this one, I guess. We're gonna put a big ass rug in here first things first. That Gengar makes me want to name a grape. Do it, name him Grape. I think artificial grape is just like a very strange creation. It's a very strange thing. Very bizarre. Do not like. Stay away from me, crab. Rugs. We need rugs. Sorry for the delay in getting anything done. We were, you know, sometimes it's build and chill and chat. We're doing it. We have this. I don't care about it being under everything equally. I just want something that'll fit in the space right. I think this is nice. Put that over here. But, oh no. No, too small. Artificial banana I always found weird. Yeah, that one too. Oh, bubblegum flavored medicine. Oh, that's a weird one. See, what was it? Watermelon and green apple. Those are the 2 things like artificially I'm like okay with. Cherry can be very medicinal at times. It just depends on how you get it. You know, sometimes they'll have a good cherry flavor, sometimes they won't. My grandniece always throws up the bubblegum flavor meds and I don't blame her. Yeah, that shit's wild. Oh, welcome in, Chuck. We're talking about nasty flavored things and bubblegum meds. Fruit flavors that don't taste like the actual fruit they're supposed to be. You gotta get the right cherry for it to not be just straight up Robitussin. There's a lot of, I think, artificial flavors that can skew very Robitussin very, very quickly. Okay, I did kind of want one of the rooms to be a little more green plant themed, and I've got some of these that I'm gonna try to make work. They're just not very large. Damn, I was really hoping one of them might just be slightly bigger. I can still use them. Just maybe not in this room because I do need something that is a bit larger. Are we being lied to by Big Artificial? Yeah, I mean, what artificial fruit flavor actually tastes like the real fruit? Grape is the worst. Yeah, I think green apple's pretty close for me. Everything else is kind of like, I always try to look at them as 2 separate things because they can't taste exactly like that. Big reminder, stretch your hands out if you've been doing it for a while. Stalls are really wrecking my hand and shit today. Orange, I guess, is pretty close most of the time. It's just a bit, like, crazier. I don't know why I made that face. That was hideous. I remember the only flavored meds I could stomach were orange. Yeah, see, orange is usually a safe one. I think it's just a, like, strong and nice enough flavor to, like, kind of cover or mask things. And you can get by with that a lot. the cherry one, you can just go super. All right, so I like this. We're gonna go with it. It's a nice size, it's big, it fits the space. So we're gonna have to make our own patterns since we were not successful in finding one. Let's just make a neutral sort of border here for a second, and then curtains and rugs I think I can go a little crazy with. If we do too much on the walls, that might be weird. Let's explore wall options before we get too into creative style there. Because if I go and I'm gonna have to design an entire room around a fucking rug, and I don't want to do that. Banana's always weird though. Banana doesn't taste like what it's supposed to. I hate it most because it's always too sweet and makes me nauseous. Like, I always know it's banana when I encounter it, but I'm like, it's not what it is. I can't, it's weird without the juice. Valid. Artificial flavors are strange. Very, very strange. What do we have? I've got like these crazy tree things, but it's not working in here. Oh, can we paint the whole room real quick? Yeah, there we go. Bit too fancy. We might have to just create our own fucking pattern again. Yeah, welcome to the fish room. Could we... Jeez, I don't even know what the outside of this place's vibe is supposed to be either. Apple flavored stuff, I don't mind, but no one in my family likes it. I'm weird about, like, regular red apple flavor. Like, I don't know, green apple's always better. I also just prefer green apples in general, and that might just be a preference. Team blue raspberry forever. Oh, blue raspberry is much for me. But I respect it, and I understand completely why people like it. I just find that if I ever have a blue raspberry thing, it's like I can only do little bits at a time because it's just like, bam! Getting smacked in the mouth every time. I don't care for real... Thank you, Silver. Texturally, I think for me it stems back from when I had braces. Apples weren't a thing I was really allowed to eat a whole lot of because of the texture that they are, and so usually I don't keep them around, but I keep them around for horse, so occasionally I share them. But yeah, they are strange. Blue is my favorite flavor. Blue has the most antioxidants. Exactly. I don't see any blue on this menu. Okay, let's find... Oh god, what is that? I don't know why that's just like a weird strip. We need... I don't even know what I'm doing with these walls right now. Don't know what we're doing with the walls. Let's leave them. Let's do rugs and fun things. I'm just trying to get some trippy weird patterns going on in here. I don't know. We're gonna end up having to make the walls sort of neutral anyway. It's just a random gym space, so we don't... Whatever. Having braces didn't help me when it came to apples, even before and after. Yeah, they're just like... the texture is suited for that kind of shit to happen. Don't like it. They always serve blue at the Bang 'em and Bid 'em joints. Oh, clouds is maybe a bit much. We're rifling through patterns now. I didn't even... God, how is it that I go through this thing and there are still patterns that I have not seen? We do have ads coming up here in a second. And I don't like peeling them. Yeah, it's just easier to avoid them at that point. It's like, you know what? There's a million other fruits out there. You can afford to not like at least one of them. I like her though. Like her a lot. What color? You got me on that. Now, the thing we can do is we have black lights in The Sims 3. So we can try to play on that. The black light is extremely fucking bright. Very bright, but we can kind of turn it down a little bit. I think that's probably a good way to go. A mushroom rug. We gotta have a mushroom rug somewhere in here. Cherry or grape is bad. Blue or green apple is yum. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Cherry just, if you get, because I mean, not, you'd think the flavor would be the same everywhere, but sometimes you get a cherry that's just a little off, and it immediately goes to Robitussin. Immediately goes to Robitussin. I'm gonna do it like this little gray. I have no idea what color. Let's just have a, goddamn. Well, I did say somewhat green in this room. Why is this such a very nice green? Am I just... I might be crazy. This is blinding. I know. I'm aware of this. Because the green would glow so hard in the black light. It doesn't match the booth, like, chair situation, but don't worry about it. Okay, I think it's just, I'm going for green because we're talking about green apples, y'all. I'm over here getting this, like, why do I like this nasty ass green right now? It's not even nasty, it's a very, she's bright. I don't know what's happening with this outer trim, I don't know what's going on. Kiwi, that's the color we got going on here. As far as the real fruits go, I like kiwis a lot. Maybe artificial stuff just tastes different over here. Yeah, I think definitely in different places, you'll get different flavors for sure. We do be having a lot of chemical-y shit in our stuff over here in America. I like kiwis, but again, I hate peeling fruits and veggies. Fuck them. If you can get that green to a similar green to the chairs, then we are laughing. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I probably should match it up, right? Probably should. Ooh, I wonder what happens if I do this. Hold on. What if I grab it and I just put it down there and then we adjust it? You know what I haven't tried is giving my horse a kiwi, I don't think. I didn't even grab the color I was supposed to. He will eat a peach and be okay with it. Oh, this green is very crazy. Yeah, he'll eat a peach and like it, but he's not asking for another one. And I don't know if that's because he doesn't like the fuzzy part or if he just doesn't like the peach flavor itself. Could be both. Oh, you don't think you could bite into an unpeeled kiwi? I can completely understand that. It is a very bizarre texture. Oh shit, what did I just do? Over here creating patterns and whatnot. A little bit more like that, I think. Oh damn, stop doing that. Maybe, let's go. Actually, better. Kinda. It's, I think no matter what, this green is going to be slightly different. That's pretty close. That is the downside of playing with sunglasses on, is that you gotta kind of like check yourself with your colors. I have plenty of times gone through a build and then been like, damn, I'm gonna let the Steve Buscemi look at this a little bit. It's okay. I'm gonna leave it, because if I touch it again, I think I'm gonna fuck it up really bad. I had to fix the edge of it. Biting into a peach is very satisfying. I think that's what it is, Silver. I think the whole thing about fruits sometimes is you get a lot of that. You get a lot of like skin things and textures and stuff. My vibes are off the charts. Oh, well, I'm glad that it's working. I'm glad everything's... I'm trying to go... We need somewhat trippy, but we're getting there. We're working on that part. That's gonna be the hard part. Can we just give it like a... I don't want to do the same pattern because I feel like it might be too much. We could just give it a plain one. Who cares? Fabric, pick one. Oh, what about you? Yeah, there we go. I just love, like, I like decorating shit. I just do. Can't help it. I do think I want to change the wood swatches on these a little bit and maybe less of whatever this color is and maybe more. I'm using a lot of whatever this grayish dark sort of wood is, so I think I'm gonna try to just keep doing that. Why are we always thinking the same thing? Sometimes when you step into a stream, you find your vibe, buddy. I think it's this one. Oh god, I hope it's this one. I grabbed the wrong one. Hey bro, why don't you just touch the door? There you go. I was just thinking of what the wood could be changed to. Yeah, part of me wants to go like a real dark sort of red with it, but like it feels good to match the woods up. I think once we do walls and everything, it should tell us whether it likes to be that or not. What's going on? Why is that happening? Hold on. I fucked up, I think. Okay. Try that again. Without doing whatever that is. I never thought of peeling a kiwi, just cut them in half and eat it with a spoon. Oh, there you go. There you go. Easy way to do that. Like grapefruits, I see people do it with grapefruits all the time. Oh, I haven't given horse a grapefruit yet. I don't know how a horse is gonna like grapefruit. That's better for now. Okay. I don't know what the hell just happened there. That's a good way to do that if you can. I mean, there's a lot of fruits that aren't easy to eat that way, but yeah. Yeah, that is the thing. You gotta be careful with the grapefruit. That'll fuck with your shit. It's crazy how that works, honestly. It's crazy how that'll just kind of get in there and mess with it. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not like super in love with a grapefruit. I mean, I'm not on anything that would ever be affected by that, but like if I was told to give them up, I wouldn't really be like, okay, wow, that sucks ass. Like a grapefruit's of, you know, it's there. It's there. I think grapefruits have been ruined for me after the grapefruit method video. Oh god, Skitcher. Sorry, just like, god, my laugh is annoying. I heard it when you said that and I read it out loud. I heard it. Yeah, I think it's wild. When I first heard about grapefruit affecting stuff like that, I was like, really? Is it something I never would have thought to like even consider? Well, we're gonna have to save here in a minute once it stops lagging. I remember looking up why grapefruit juice does that, and I forget the finer details. Thank you. Sometimes I don't know. It's nice to have restless days and then have people to just kind of unwind with. It's nice. I'm just in here annoying my cats all day. But I love it. I love both my cats. I have 0 cats right now. That's rude. I get to see more cats tomorrow. Oh my god. My mom has like 5 cats. There's 3 cats at the barn, and then I got 2 cats here. I'm never without cats. They're always there. Ooh. Love her. Yeah, we gotta save now that we've got these patterns in, because that takes way too fucking long to get the patterns right. Save. If you're also playing a game alongside me, if you have the ability to save whenever you want, you might want to do that, or if you have a save point that you're coming up on, do that, I guess. Some drugs, like certain statins used to lower cholesterol, are broken down by enzymes. Ah, yeah, there you go. Grapefruit juice can block the action of these enzymes. I see. Save the fingies off. Every now and again, the word fingies just comes out, and it's not like I ever say that all the time. I think it's just a word that lives in my brain that every now and again is like, hey. Like, no. Quit trying to make fingies happen. No one's gonna start saying that. Or maybe it's just because my best friend and I sometimes just are like really ridiculous about things. Oh, thank you, Silver. It's crazy how that works. Is this like just... She's doing something, she's just not doing enough. Ow. I just felt myself slap myself in the face when I just said that. Shit. Burned myself just by... Oh, man. She's doing something, but she's not doing enough. That is the theme of my life. There we go. Okay. I don't think that made that a whole lot better. Really don't. I like the idea of this green. I wasn't really super sure that we were gonna go with it, but when the booth came in a green and we put it in here, I like the idea of, you know, hanging out, chilling, getting ripped, laying around on this like moss green area. And this is the plant room. This is gonna be the Trippy plant room. We're doing that. We're going with moss. Well, excuse me, why are you looking like that? Could we just move you slightly? Today we are yeah, it's good to be aware of those things too. The more you know, the more you can educate someone else who doesn't know. My friend Ren is a medical assistant. Ah, I see. That's always helpful to have somebody like that with that kind of knowledge in your vicinity. There we go. Not gonna lie, kind of like that green just being flush with the couch like that. It just, something about that works. I like that it sort of looks seamless, except for these pieces over here. We're gonna ignore those. I have to move my legs because I don't know how to not sit like a jackass. If your hips and legs are killing you or something's falling asleep, maybe you want to adjust yourself there. They're ready to get ripped in the moss room. Yes. Oh, Squid, hello. I do have Cat. I won't be able to pick him up and show you. He's hiding from the rain. Hi, buddy. Squid used to be a barn cat, and now he lives with me at my house. A little chubby retired boy. He's like 12 years old, dude. Yep, if you do need to adjust, that's a wise choice. God. It would be rad if you could just plant things in these little spaces, these little stencil things here, and then you could just grow like a chia pet or moss out of it and just have your own wall. Little chubby retired boy is my plan for old age, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. He's living his best life. He lives inside now and he never has to worry about anything, but he is still terrified of thunderstorms big time. So, main issue we have currently is where I have placed these doors. Curtains are gonna be a little bit of a bitch to fit on them. We're gonna find something. That was the whole reason that I did these archways in the first place. We're gonna figure it out. If it doesn't work, we will just let it be. And why am I in hello? There we go. You get me excited for things that cannot be. Why? Yeah, that's, yep. That is pretty much the whole idea of me playing these games. I'm getting excited about stuff that I can't make, I can't build, but it's in my brain and I gotta use it. Oh, wait a minute. So it might work if we sit it right. These are not the curtains, but it works. These are not. Those maybe are. Nope. This is too big for this. Well, it's not that bad. I feel that being shocked twice so lightning and thunder get the quarter stop pumping. Oh, damn. We could also just do like a single. I don't know if it'll allow me to do a second one on the other side or not. Probably not. She's probably gonna be picky. I think I have to pick the second one here. There's also these. And to my knowledge, these should not interfere with your Sims walking through the door. Shouldn't is the key word here. I almost feel like, I mean, I wanted them to be pretty dramatic, but if we do a thinner one, I feel like they're not, oh, not you. I mean, I guess there's also that, but that's not really a curtain so much as it's a drape. I think that's what you'd call this single strand of fabric draped over a pole. I want the moss wall. My friend wanted to do that in her living room, but not with like real plants, obviously, but she wanted to find a way to just like fake plants and make a whole wall, and I'm really excited about it, and whenever she wants to do it, I'm ready to get in there. I want to do it. I remember someone doing a video called The War Crimes of the Sims where he talked about the history of the Sims and the fandom. Oh yeah, there's crazy shit in the Sims. In and out of it. She's a very good option. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't hurt. I think it probably works best, but... Let's see. Yeah, I like the big... Now, I know you didn't think that was actually gonna fit there. That one's just not it. This, I think, is the closest, just because I think it matches the top, so it's either this one or we do something with the drape. Could these work? I fear I might be getting a little too close to the sun here, adding like 3 curtains to a door, but you know, sometimes you have dreams, right? I'm just gonna make these darker. I think with the swatch change, the arch tip could be it. It just makes sense. It fits up there too nicely. Like how lesbians were the driving force of the game's popularity. In the premiere trailer in the con, they showed 2 women Sims kissing. We are all up to some incredibly gay shit in The Sims, or at least I am. It's always some kind of incredibly gay shit, as it should be. You make a game where you can make pretty much anything you want come true, pretty much. Listen, the other day I had a werewolf kissing a witch standing in front of 2 zombies, one of which was sitting on the ground thinking about his heartbreak. Where else am I gonna be able to do that? I need to be able to have like weird things happen. I have a mummy making out with a vampire. Yeah, I think the other one's gonna work better because the other problem is trying to hide the damn it. It's gonna be trying to hide the curtain rods for it. So let's bring this in here. And it makes sense for the types of rooms that we're doing. So let's get it in here, and then we'll just, I want to keep them sort of dark until I can figure out what colors we're going with. This is the dark green room, so this one probably needs a green. Take the swatch from the rod. Was it Simcopter that had gay guys in it and the producer told them to take it out, so they hid that thing when it's a certain day all the pedestrians are both guys in Speedos walking around? Oh my god, that's incredible. I've never heard that, but I love it. I love that. So what we're gonna do is grab this one. Put it on here. It's not great. It's not great, but it's fine, and it'll do for right now. It's dark enough to where it's gonna give me the same vibes, and like I said, we'll just adjust it as the room evolves around it. I think I kind of just build like I'm sculpting something or something. I'm not following instructions, I'm just kind of... I mean, not to say that you're not following instructions when you're sculpting, but you know, when you get to an activity that you've been doing for a long time and you're able to just do it. Yeah, this yellow is bad, right? Whatever color this is bad. I urge you to look it up because I think my story is slightly wrong, but the essence is there. I will have to remember to look that up on. No, too much zoom, too much zoom. Bring me this swatch so that it will blend in. Honestly, I feel like, no, not that. What if, okay. Probably just make it black. I'll remind you to look up the kissing gay guys. Yeah, you just gotta, might forget. I feel like that makes it easier, and then I'm gonna just do the same thing with this one. And it blends in and it's fine. Yes. Okay, now we have it. And we know what shape curtains we can go with the other ones. Oh, motherfucker, I spun us around too fast. I missed my paranormal pack beaded curtains because that would have been perfect for here. Now what's going on? What the fuck? Okay, I like that. Now, why would you go in here at, well... My stoner ass was about to ask, why would you go in a room if you're just gonna smoke it up and then close the curtains? As if I haven't hotboxed every possible place I can think to hotbox before. Duh. Yeah. Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. Alright, and now I have to address the ones behind the couch. You gotta remove the AC to get the full effect, Novin. You're unlocking memories, bro, because yes, I remember, God, just always just blocking everything. We were in a closet one time. You ever been in one of those closets that it just kind of like goes down into like a point because it's probably underneath a stairwell or something, and it just goes down like this? We crammed like 17 of us in there, and it would, no air, nothing getting out of there. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. One programmer was given an outdated code and his boss went on vacation without giving the memo that they were not going to have the same-sex relationship, so he went ahead and kept them in, also because he felt it was normal and okay to do anyways, and the rest of the team felt the same, so no one told the higher-ups. Oh, that's incredible. Incredible. We love it. Always making stuff better. These I can get by with tiny curtains like this. They're gonna sink into the couch a little bit. Shit. We love lesbians, we do. Bitch! You're lucky that didn't fit in front of that door because I was gonna put it there. These are gonna eat the couch a little bit. So are these, unfortunately. I think a lot of these are. That is my problem with some of the Sims curtains, is that they do touch the floor. That's huge. I don't like that. I don't like this. What do you give me these weird windows for? And then you don't give me a curtain that fits them well. I have this, and that's not even working. I don't like this. This displeases the nut. I mean, this is the best option, and I'm not even really about that. Those are not working. Oh God. Why? Can I ask, why is it that every time I go to do windows, I always seem to pick the worst windows that have the worst curtains? Oh. I did, yes. I did indeed say this displeases the nut. Why? I do this to myself every fucking time. I feel like I can't just be normal. I am filled in now. I love that stupid meme so much. I don't even know if you... Listen, I still think it's fucking weird that we call them memes. Can I say that? Because I think it's weird. We didn't have a name for it back in my day. We were just sending each other stupid fucking videos we found on Newgrounds and E-Bombs World. We didn't have a name for it. We just... I don't know. I remember we called them image macros. Oh, Sasquatch. Well, we gotta have that too. Do the fairies care about having a Sasquatch in there? I don't know. But the way I see it, I wish I had cardboard cutouts of... If anybody who is a Sims 3 player knows where to get custom content, if somebody made cardboard cutouts and it exists on the internet somewhere, drop me a line somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Instagram, Discord, whatever. Cardboard cutouts. If you know where to find them, I want them. Coincidentally, cardboard cutouts is also something I would probably collect on Neopets as well. I don't know why, but I like them. We're looking for wall plants, because I know they exist in here. I just have to find where they're hiding. I don't have the locations of all these things memorized yet. It does not like... Do not have them. That could maybe make some, but I don't know how great they'd look. Oh, damn. As long as you share your jerky with them. Yeah, you gotta pay the troll toll before you walk in. I've made some posters and stuff before. I couldn't even imagine. The things people make with custom content is absolutely crazy to me. Like, what do you fucking mean? I got this swirly doodad that goes around a pole somewhere. But see, I could use it for something. We're gonna just put it in the pile over here. Sometimes I gotta like leave an item out. I think, do they live in here? Maybe no. Okay, so maybe I don't have, I miss my Sims 4 curtains is what it is. I have a big giant like drape curtain that is a leaf situation. And it's just a whole bunch of leaves that drape over the window and they look really, really fucking cool. Why did I explain that to you like you didn't understand the concept of leaves draping? I don't know. Squid just laid his head down on my foot. There's a solar mushrooms? Cool. We have, I don't know where we're going. Putting them out there. In December 2002, an episode of the anime called Ghost in the Shell called Meme. Oh shit. My last sim was a guy in a hot dog costume who we called Hot Dog Dude, and he was the leader of the free world, so he needed propaganda posters. I also have a hot dog man, but he's horrendous and you don't want to know him. Nobody likes Peanut Butter Larry. But I'm glad to know I'm not the only one with a hot dog man. I think there are many people. One thing about my Sims game is I spend an exorbitant amount of time browsing the internet for horrendous Halloween costumes to put people in, because if I kidnap you and add you to my house, you will be wearing a fuck-ass outfit. You will be wearing a terrible outfit. That's just the rules. I got this star pillow. I don't know why. I like her. She's staying. Well, Cynthia's Hot Dog Larry. Oh my god. Yeah, he's a hot dog man called Peanut Butter Larry. So, you ever seen that episode of Reno 911? And I think it was Junior walks in with a jar of peanut butter, and he opens the lid, and he says, "Who's been sticking their dick in the goddamn peanut butter?" That's why he's called. That's why he's called that. I didn't realize those. Well, I mean, Hot Dog Larry's. It's crazy that Larry's the same name. Yeah, that's why we called him that. I don't know. I got the idea one day because I was just sitting around the house watching stuff, and that episode was on, and you know, the Peanut Butter Larry was born. I can't explain myself. There's no explaining that. There isn't any explaining that. I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. I was looking for leaves and things, and now I don't. You're great. I do need you, so I'm gonna stick you on the side of the wall here. You're not exactly what I needed, but maybe something else will be hiding in here with it. I doubt it. But okay, we've got random letters. I remember that episode that George Lopez was the mayor. Oh, yes. Oh, I remember that as well. We have the enigmatic tree. Terry was incredible. Terry was great. All right, we're gonna hit a save. Again, I don't think I've done anything vastly important, but it's crossing my mind, so. If it crosses your mind, do it. I'm also thinking this might be a good natural sort of stopping point, just because I feel like I'm just turning in circles in this room and I have made very little progress here. I do also have an appointment in the morning that I have to get to, and I keep forgetting about that. But I think it might be a good place to stop since we've got all the structure put in and it's mostly just decorating. And I can do this for 7 hours, but that is also the problem. I will end up doing this until like 6 in the morning, and then I'm gonna hate my life. Sometimes I gotta force myself to go to bed and be a responsible person and not a complete night creature. One moment I remember was Terry taking Dangle's clothes and pretending to be a cop. Oh yes. I love all the, just him on the rollerblades, or the roller skates, so much. I think about Terry a lot. he said something, they were getting him in trouble for, you know, just giving hand jobs and shit, and he was just like, yeah, no, I was just playing my flute, like, boop, 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 boop. He was doing coke in the back, and the goes, I was baking you guys a cake. Nick Swardson did such a great job with Terry. It's a dumb little character, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna let it save and quit, and we're gonna do a little chatting it up for a few as we wind down. Because I do that a lot where I'm getting ready to head out, but we just need to chat for a little while, obviously. Not like I haven't been chatting the whole time. No, it's not you yapping into distraction. I get to that point in a build sometimes where I kind of feel like I'm going from room to room, but then I'm not getting a lot done. And it's like, if you're doing that, just wait and come back. I mean, hi. It's not gonna hurt anything. The build's still gonna be there. The colors are in, everything is set. I like what we're doing with this like green trippy moss room. I'm also thinking maybe going on a little custom content hunt. I don't know how to build without custom content. I just don't. I don't. Yeah, at the taco place he was given $2 hand jobs. Exactly. Oh, we all have to calm ourselves. Well, we might not have to. While we do this, I'm gonna look and see who is available to raid, and if we have somebody playing The Sims, we always love to go jump over there. I always love that. I like to try to like keep the same vibe, so it's not just like, okay, we were getting really riled up, now we're gonna go be completely silent, or vice versa, you know? I try to make the vibe similar. Try is the keyword there. The burger combo was $4.09, and he goes, excuse me, a tub job doesn't come with fries and a soda. Best response ever. Best response ever.